What's good, people? So I have officially had the Z Flip 4 for a little more than 24 hours now. I decided to pick up the Graphite. Now, I debated on going with the 512, but I never had an issue with storage on my Z Flip 3, and that was 256, so I decided to stick with 256 for the Z Flip 4. But diving right in, let me just say, this is a very familiar device. A couple minor features here and there that will most likely be delivered to the Z Flip 3 eventually. I think all the minor differences on this device is software, and it can definitely be delivered with an update. I will say, so far, 24 hours in, I have one humongous disappointment with this device within the first 24 hours, and that is, once again, they did not give us a whole bunch of features and widgets for the cover screen. That is one of the most important features about this phone. Now, this here, you're not going to get this. This is something I did. So fortunately, if you want to learn how to add more functionality and more apps on your cover screen, go check out this video. It should be somewhere on the screen right now. I did that video for the Z Flip 3. It's the cover screen widget that you can find in GoodLock. Go check that video out. Everything applied in that video can be done to the Z Flip 4. I know, shameless plug, right? But yeah, so if you have the Z Flip 3, you already know this phone inside and out. This phone is 97% the same as the Z Flip 3. Within the first 24 hours, the two things that I've noticed the most is build quality and battery life. Now, I haven't had as much time with this phone bare bones because I've been on the go. Whenever I go outside, I make sure that I throw a case on. I'm taking no chances at trying to break this phone. So I have been in go, go, go mode. So a case has been on this phone for like 95% of the time. But when the case is not on, you can just feel like the premium quality of this brushed aluminum or steel or whatever it is. It just feels so much better to hold than the Z Flip 3. But like I said, I've been go, go, go mode, so haven't got to use this phone that much with the case off. Between the unboxing and this moment right now, this is probably the most I've got to use this phone bare bone. Absolutely love how it feels, but you're not gonna notice it too much unless you have them side by side. You will definitely notice a difference. But if you've never had the Z Flip 3, or if you are trading it in, we'll most likely forget like a weekend, and then we'll have to be reminded like, oh yeah, this does feel better than the Z Flip 3 did. But yeah, outside of build quality, the next most noticeable thing is battery life. All right, so you know how when you first get the phone and you're in that honeymoon phase, and so you're picking it up just so you can have the device in the hand. You got to get it set up the way you want. You want to play with it. You just want to hold it. You just spent all this money. You want to have it in your hand and play with it. That sounded so wrong. Moving on. All right, so I woke up this morning. I got up around 5 a.m. I took the phone off the charger. Now remember, this is day one. This phone lasted me until 2:30. Now I know you're probably not too impressed with that, but coming from the Z Flip 3, that never happened. Check this out. Let's go to AccuBattery. So, like I said, I got up, took it off the charger, 5:24 a.m. Took it down to 3%. It was 6 hours and 8 minutes of screen on time with 9 hours and 18 minutes of total use. The Z Flip 3 never reached 4 hours and 30 minutes. From day one, it never made it that far unless I just took it off the charger and looked at it. Day one out the box, it is already killing the Z Flip 3. Now, one thing I am a little bit concerned about, I don't know if it was just because of the charger bricks I'm using, but if you can see here, so last night, from 24% to 100%, it took an hour 16 to charge. But from 3% to 100%, it took an hour 18. Those times really don't add up to me. So I'm gonna have to like charge them back to back on the same charger to see if anything changes. But I think both of the chargers I used was 25 watt Samsung. Have one at home, one at work. I think they were both the same charger, but I'm not so sure. So not wanting to play too much into it, just saying maybe something might be up, but we'll see about that. But yeah, like I was saying about the battery, I am highly impressed. Now, battery subjective. Everyone uses their phone differently. But for me, this by far surpassed the Z Flip 3 battery in just the first day. This is with brightness at 80%, 5G going, the 120 refresh going, nothing holding back, social media, YouTube videos, no power saving tricks, nothing. And this is just to mention, this is just screen on time. Technically, I have had Bluetooth going for about 70% of the day with this phone. When I'm in the car, it's connected to Bluetooth. When I was at work, I've been playing with the Buds 2 Pro. So I am highly impressed with this phone. It has surpassed the Z Flip 3. But like I said, this is just the 24 hours. Not much to go off of. Sorry, I haven't had much time to play with the cameras. I'm not much of a camera person anyways. I've only taken like 2 or 3 shots, nothing worth showing for the cameras. The display is the same. The fingerprint is still impressive. The front-facing camera, when it comes to face unlock, has no issues there. I am absolutely impressed with the battery life on this phone. So I'll probably be back in like 2 weeks. Knowing me, it'll probably turn into a month. But then I'll have more to talk about. I'll have photos, I'll have videos. I can do a comparison before I send in the Z Flip 3 because I did trade in my Z Flip 3. But yeah, slightly better build quality, much better battery life, hopefully. And it's crazy to think this is just day one, the first 24 hours. It should, in theory, only get better from here. Yo, I really hope that this is the golden child. Yo, this could be ready for prime time. It's V Does Tech. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.